Good afternoon. It is the 1 o'clock hour here on Give DeKalb County Day, and a bunch of mail-in donations just got dropped in. We are at $9,280. Absolutely amazing. Super exciting to keep seeing those numbers grow. We're going to do some quick updates here, but we've got an interview. So we're going to send it to Janine out in the lobby with Christy from Safe Passage to talk about our long-standing collaboration and partnership with that nonprofit and what they're doing to raise funds for today as well. So let's send it out to Janine in the lobby.
Thank you so much, Alex. I am right out here in our lobby with our next special guest, Christy Kalina, right from Safe Passage. Thank you so much, Christy, for being with us today.
You're welcome, Janine, and I appreciate you asking me to come in here and assist on this day of Give Local.
It is a huge day of giving local, over 100 nonprofits, and we have worked together as our two nonprofits. So first of all, give a little background. What is Safe Passage? How can people support Safe Passage today on Give DeKalb County?
So Safe Passage is DeKalb County's only domestic violence, sexual assault, crisis center shelter in DeKalb County. We've been around for a little over 42 years. I've been there for almost 5. I am the development director at Safe Passage. My goal when I came in to work at Safe Passage was to assist with a building project, which has nothing to do with today.
Yep.
But in that process of bringing awareness of Safe Passage into our community, developing relationships within the community, working with some donors in our community, I have learned so much about how Safe Passage makes such a huge impact in our community and has for many, many years. We literally save lives in DeKalb County and outside of our county. And without Safe Passage, I'm not sure how DeKalb County would be surviving some of these issues that we go through with our clients and our families here.
Absolutely, and we couldn't be prouder to work with you. We've worked with Safe Passage numerous times, and us too personally, many times. So if you want to talk about what does that mean for a nonprofit like Safe Passage to be able to use a space like the Egyptian for the vigil, Take Back the Night, we can even get into Pride, which has been so much fun to grow.
So for many years now, we've partnered with the Egyptian Theater to do our Take Back the Night, which we just had here during the month of April for Sexual Assault Awareness Month, which this year was probably our biggest event that we've hosted, that you all have hosted here for us. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you to the community who came out and supported that, and our clients that came out and supported that. And then you also host our vigil during Domestic Violence Awareness Month in October. And then through the years, we have wafted into the Pride movement, which is in June. And then that day is just such a phenomenal network of people that come together to make Pride be so phenomenal in this community of ours. So we thank you so much for those opportunities that we get with you all. So
well, and it's been such a collaborative effort, especially Pride. I can remember, gosh, what, 4 or 5 years ago now, sitting down the table with Linnea and Kendall and saying, how can we do this? And especially, I think it was 2021, we're like, I think we can be outside. I think we can do something. And to see it grow year after year, what do you think that means for people, like you said, to have something like Safe Passage where they know there's a place to go in this community, and then to see a big organization and many organizations in our community supporting this? What do you think that does to speak to people in need in this community?
I think it opens up doors for people that don't know that they could have an opportunity to come into a beautiful building like this, to be able to see resourcefully how many other entities in our community that are out there to help them or could provide assistance for their families. And for all of us to show in this community how much we all network together. We work together to make this a better community for all of us to live in, to get resources, and to be able to have a better, healthier lifestyle and to feel safe in our communities. I think that that's really important. And seriously, partnering with this beautiful place, and I have to keep saying it because it's a beautiful place, it just gives you an opportunity to let your other world kind of be left behind for a moment, where you experience something that takes you someplace else for just a moment.
Well, that's so lovely to say. And I love that you talked about the collaboration between nonprofits, because many people, if this is their first Give DeKalb County, might see it competitive, but it is far beyond that. We all come together as nonprofits planning this, sharing ideas as to how we can help accomplish our mission and goals. So if you were talking to a donor today about why you should donate not only to Safe Passage and the Egyptian Theater, but multitude of nonprofits, What does that impact have when people support the nonprofit community?
So most of you that are aware of Give DeKalb County know that there's this huge bonus pool, which is percentage-wise comes back to all of these organizations that are part of this day. But for all of our organizations that are involved with Give DeKalb County, it is a necessity for some of them because this is their biggest fundraiser that they do during the year. And to be able to bring awareness to those in the community how important that is, because the bonus pool is a direct extra funding for these people that would probably not get it if we didn't have this day. To be able to stand in front of you today and tell you how important it is to give to the Egyptian Theater is just as important for me to say that you need to give to Safe Passage, because my heart is.
Absolutely.
But for me, also in this community, without you at the Egyptian Theater, without being a part of your organization, not just partnering through Safe Passage, but just being a collaborator with other community events that go on, I truly think that this is a most beautiful nonprofit and for-profit entity in our community, and we need this Egyptian Theater to continue to go on. Your growth the last several years has just brought more joy, not just to myself, but to my family and to many community people. You bring entertainment, joy, fun, laughter, love. You bring it all together. And I think a lot of us in this community cannot thank you enough for this opportunity. So thank you to your staff, who are phenomenal, your board members, who are phenomenal, and we are extremely lucky to have the Egyptian Theater and all this collaboration that really does happen in our community. I feel so fortunate, so blessed every day to be able to work with all of you. Thank you.
Well, the feeling is incredibly mutual. We love our nonprofit community, so don't just donate to one, two, donate to as many nonprofits as you can, even if you take $5 and put it all across. So thank you so much, Christy, for taking the time.
Thank you for having me here today.
We're
I do
so
appreciate it, for sure.
Well, let's send it back to Alex in the studio.
Thanks, Janine, and thanks, Christy, for stopping by. Absolutely love partnering with Safe Passage and seeing all the phenomenal work that they do there. So we're going to jump into our update here for the 1 o'clock hour. We are at $9,380. Again, our goal today for the Egyptian Theater is $25,000. So we are 37% of the way there and just past the halfway mark for today. 66 donors so far today. Absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at the donors. They're new since our last update. So donor list here in the last hour: Janet Rausch, Amy Dahl, Patricia Bastian, Rachel Exidus, Wendy Schnorr, Patty McAdams, who we talked to earlier today, Tracy Mobley, Marilyn Harmeck and Mark Hodges, Charles and Marilyn Rexroth, Oren and Dodie Merritt, Dan and Kathy Shuey. Huge thank you to them. Dan, our board president. Gretchen Moore, another anonymous donor. Mike and Sharon Waddle. Daryl and Barbara Henson, and Jeff and Mary Lou Strack. So thank you so much to all of those amazing donors. They've got it added to our list here in the last hour. Again, our goal today is $25,000. You have till midnight tonight. I guess technically 11:59:59, but you've got plenty of time today. You can go to lightscameradonate.org. Get those donations in. No donation is too small, and remember, every donation today is being proportionally matched by a bonus pool of over $200,000. So your donation goes even further today and is going to make an immediate impact here at the Historic Egyptian Theater. So that is our update for the 1 o'clock hour. We'll be back again at 2 o'clock for another update and another special guest, and we'll be continuing to do that till 9 p.m. tonight. So have a good rest of the afternoon. We'll see you at 2.